I was, kind of bouncing around from family member to family member, sleeping on couches, just wherever I could be. And, you get tired. And I wanted for my son to feel like he had a stable home. It was just really hard.
I spent a total of 6 years on the streets. When it was cold, it was cold. And you try to sleep out in the cold when it's 32 degrees outside, and you can't sleep nothing more about 3 hours because your whole body's cold and you have to wake up and walk around. And some of us generally want to get off the streets. And some of us find it very hard to get off the streets.
Well, affordable housing really is the foundation of a sustainable lifestyle or a stable lifestyle.
Everybody deserves a safe and stable place to call home. We set up the Midlands Housing Trust Fund, which helps to build a stable stock of affordable homes in the community.
In 3 years, we've developed 41 units of affordable housing, and that's just the start. We're just getting that underway.
That's a gap that we have in the Midlands, is affordable, available, safe housing for low-income people.
Having safe and stable housing was very important to me and my son because it took my focus off of where I was going to be. That way I could focus on my goals and what I needed to do to reach my goals.
Being able to have a bed of my own, being able to take a shower whenever I want to take a shower, being able to eat whenever I wanted to eat, that was a great big help.
In the last year, we've moved 1,100 individuals into stable housing. That's a huge accomplishment for our community.
I felt alone. I felt like I had nobody. And, the program, United Way, everybody stepped in and it was like family. You just don't feel alone. You know that you have help. And I guess that was the most important thing for me, not feeling alone by myself, being a single parent.
I get to see my dad, my 2 sisters, and my 3 nieces, which I had never got to see them when I was on the streets. So I basically went 6 years without seeing my family. And to me, that is the best thing about being in Mercy, is I get to reconnect with my family.
We're dealing with families that don't have one issue. They have a multitude of issues. I think that's where United Way does a great job of stepping in and saying, how do we wrap our services around this family, this individual, and make sure that at the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of the year, that they're better off, not that they're just better off for the next 12 hours.
It's more cost-effective to have people in safe and stable housing than it is for them to be accessing emergency services, which are expensive.
When I was on the streets, I was going about twice a month for my diabetes to the hospital. I go to the Baptist, and it got to the point where Baptist knew me. But once I got into Mercy Housing, I haven't been in 5+ years to a hospital for a mental or medical reason.
We fund prevention programs so that we can prevent homelessness before it starts. We provide opportunities for people to increase their income through job training and other resources, because if they can increase their income, they can stay in stable housing.
It's looking at gaps in our community or looking at deficiencies in our community and then coming up with real solutions, working with partners across the community, whether they're business partners or nonprofit partners, to deliver those services in the most efficient, most effective way to the people that need it most.
We're all interested in the same thing, that we reduce homelessness in the Midlands, that we make sure that children get a good, stable, solid beginning to their education, and that everybody in the community has access to good, quality health care. Everybody's interested in that.
Give.
Advocate.
Volunteer.
Live united.
Live united.
Live united.